In Hollow Knight, the Colosseum of Fools is an interesting location. You may ask what this Colosseum is made of, like what is this bug? And who knows, there are various statues, but are creatures that are huge, but we don't know. Yeah, we know this, but the real question is, who is going to this Colosseum to kill themselves, and how many people? We know Tiso goes there and dies, but how many other people went there to challenge the Colosseum, and who? If you take a look at the place where you sign up for like challenging the trials, you can see these beads, and these beads likely represent how many people challenged each challenge. 3 people challenged the first, 3 challenged the second, and 6 challenged the final challenge or trial of the fools. Let's take a look at Tiso again. In the Pantheon of Hallow Nest, which is like a boss battle gauntlet in Hallow Nest, it's clearly shown that the hardest boss is Moloch, Brooding Moloch. And it's closely followed second by Tiso. And third place is for Abzerad. Well, basically, Tiso is really strong. He's second. But why is Brooding Moloch stronger than him? Well, you see, he dies because of the Moloch. Yeah, he dies. We see that Tiso died, and it can be implied that he died by a Moloch, because in the Pantheon of Hallow Nest, he gets killed by a Moloch, or like crushed by a Moloch. And there happens to be a Brooding Moloch in the third trial, the trial of the Fool. And so, clearly, he died in the third trial. We know that Tiso must have fought in the third trial, but we don't know if he fought in the other 2. But if he did, well, this must be the last one he did, so he couldn't die in the other 2. So, let's look at the first one. So, there are 2 main bosses. You got the Vengefly King. I think Tiso can kill it. I mean, he got a super strong shield. He can just, like, slice it. He could probably also slice through the bellies of the 2 Gruz mothers. And we know that he doesn't fight Zote unless... Well, Zote gets freed after you defeat him. So, no. Because you get to, like, fight Zote. So, yeah, he doesn't have to fight one of the strongest bosses, Zote. In the second trial, he could probably easily kill the Oblobbles as well, because they are known to be like shaped like a balloon. So they might be like a balloon, so they'd pop when Tiso uses his shield to pop them. And then he dies in the third Pantheon when the Moloch comes. And that's how the story of Tiso ends. Okay, now let's look at the Pale Lurker. It is known that they were the champion of the Colosseum because lore, okay? Okay, so yeah, they are on the right side of the Colosseum. If you like break out of the tail of the Colosseum bug, and you can fight it as like a kind of a boss fight where it like throws spikes and runs away from you. And once you defeat it, it gives you a simple key. It also has like a King's Idol in its stash. So you gotta look at this guy. So we know that they must have done all 3 trials, and they became the champion of the Colosseum. This would mean that they account for 3 of those markings, too. So, we got 6 markings out of the way. There are 6 more markings. 1 in the first, 1 in the second, and 4 in the third. Let's look at those. This is just speculation, but maybe the Traitor Lord was another contestant and was the 3rd contestant to do all 3 trials. And clearly, the Traitor Lord is alive, so they must have won all 3 trials. Clearly, this means that, well, you see, the Traitor Lord would have just beat all of the bosses because it's so bulky and it can probably one-shot everything. So basically the Traitor Lord wins, then goes to the garden and like protects the queen area, I guess. Well, basically that's it. Because the Traitor Mantises are known for doing stupid decisions such as, well, they infected themselves with the radiance virus thingy. Whatever. The light. Like, why would you do that? So clearly they care about fighting, so they'd probably join the Colosseum of Fools, especially the Traitor Lord. Another candidate is Oro, for one of the 4 who signed up for the 3rd trial. So possibly Oro actually signed up for this because like Oro is known for liking money. They like are the only one of the people who give you like the nail arts who charges you money. Nobody else charges you money. They charge you $800, so they clearly love money. And they also are good at fighting. They're in the Pantheon, and I mean, they know the dash slash. And also, they even have a training dummy in the backyard, which summons hoppers. So basically, Oro might have went to the Colosseum, and since, I mean, they're greedy, so they ignored the first 2 trials, which gave less money, and went for the 3rd one, which gives you like $3,000. Okay, so that's why Oro could have been it. Well, in the Pantheons, Oro fights with Mato, so maybe Mato also signed up with Oro to do the Colosseum. But how would they fit in the Colosseum? I mean, it's so big. Same with the Traitor Lord. And we got Sly. I mean, he's a nail master after all, so what if he won, like, the 3rd one, and, like, he didn't even try the other ones? And also, this is just speculation, like a lot of this is, but you know how Sly is infected in that house? What if he infected himself on purpose, like the Traitor Mantises, to fight? But that doesn't sound like Sly, so probably not. But there's a chance. So basically, that's all of the characters who fought. And this is my guess on who fought in the Colosseum. But Sly doesn't sound that likely, so maybe Trabio from Silk Song comes. Like, Trabio was revealed in, like, a trailer for Silk Song, and, like, they put on a show in their boss fight, so maybe Trabio from Silk Song actually went there. But, I mean, it's like a show, and the Colosseum bugs also act like it's a show, so I think it'd fit. But that's it for Hollow Knight, the Colosseum.